Today, let's talk about sewing with knits and some tools you can use to help you along the way. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and one thing I've seen a lot this year is people are trying to expand into knit fabrics. Knit is so fun, it is so cozy. You may have remembered seeing this before. I've made a lot with it and I still have so much of it, so you may be seeing it more again in the future. But knits can really be a little challenging if you're not used to working with them or have the right tools. So today we're just going to be talking about the tools for knits and some things that you may need for when you are really working with it. The first is a walking foot. Now, some machines can handle sewing knits very well without this, but if you are brand new, I would highly recommend getting one of these. So a walking foot or an even feed foot, it has these feed dogs that come from the top as well as your machine already has them from the bottom to help guide the fabric. This can also help prevent those wavy stitches that sometimes happen. Now let's talk about needles. Knits do require a different type of needle. So knits are not like woven materials like your cottons or your flannels. So for a knit, you are going to want to use a ballpoint needle. This is going to help the fabric not snag along the way. It can also make it a lot easier to work with. Now there are different sizes, so similar to your universal needle, if you're using a really thick fabric, you're going to want a higher number needle. If it's a thinner knit, you can go with a smaller size needle. So that's something definitely to keep in mind, that just because you're using that different needle, it's not a one size fit all. There are different sizes. Now, one of the fun parts about knits is that it has that comfy stretch-like ability. But because of that, a lot of patterns can be difficult to sew, so you have to add interfacing and some sort of structure to it. Now, if you get regular interfacing that you may use for your cotton fabrics, it has no stretch, right? This has no stretch at all. And when you put that into a knit fabric, it actually can like bubble and start to wrinkle, and it does not look good. So if you are sewing with knits, you want to use a knit interfacing. Now, knit interfacing is actually made from knit fabric, and normally it does have some stretch like on the crosswise direction so that you are able to get that support you need for your knit fabric while also providing it some stretch. Now, this can be the exact same as your normal interfacing where it's fusible, so it has like that bumpy side that you can then attach, but this can be a really great way of adding like necklines, helping with buttons, doing shoulder seams, or even hems, so that you're able to add that structure to your fabric without ruining the knit itself or having it look messy or undone. Now here's just an example. I've like added some of the interfacing lightly to the back of this. You can see it still has some stretch, and that's what you want. So the interfacing is more there to just provide it some slight structure and giving you the ability to still have that stretch there. So something I would highly recommend if you're going to be sewing a lot with knits, like making shirts, doing collar lines, hems, that knit interfacing can really help. Now the last item we're going to talk about today is knit stay tape. So following a similar theme as the interfacing. Now, knit stay tape is like the precision use of knit interfacing, right? So it is very thin normally, so this is 1/2 inch wide. It is fusible, and then it does have some stretch similar to that interfacing that we had before. So when you take it out of the package, this is what it looks like. So mine has this like plastic on it, so I'm just going to remove it so you can kind of see what a piece looks like. Now, one of the biggest issues when sewing with knits really comes to the edges, and that is where the stay tape can help a lot. So if you have necklines, sometimes the knit necklines can stretch out over time or stretch out while sewing. This can help prevent that. It can help your shoulder seams not really sag over time, especially when using. It can help the hems not look wavy. And then if you have like a zipper, this can also help stabilize the zipper. So I just have the edge of my fabric here as an example. And what you would do is basically you would just like put that on there on the edge, and then you could fuse it in place. And this is just going to allow it to have a little bit of extra structure and hold, which can be perfect for doing any of those like smaller areas, right? Like a hem or adding a zipper. It's just going to provide that structure. So if you are someone that you want to do a lot of projects involving knits, especially with garments, or they're going to have knit fabric and zippers, I would highly recommend getting some of this knit tape to have on hand. It's going to help you greatly. So these were just a few ideas, a few tools that you can use when sewing with knits. I hope that they helped you learn a little bit more. If it did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.